Unai, lovely to see you as always. We're just over halfway through the season now, especially in the Premier League. How do you reflect and analyse where your side Aston Villa are at this point?
Good afternoon. We are more or less keeping the balance. We are not bad. Could be better, but as well worse. And Premier League is very difficult, and we are more or less competing, and we are trying to get again to be top 10, top 8, European position. Try to fight with the contenders team to be there. And other teams as well, they are progressing, like Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth. And of course, this is the difficulties we have in the Premier League, but I am happy. I think we have to be more or less happy with the position we have now. And Europe is our objective, our target through Premier League, and we are there.
While you're competing on different fronts in the Premier League and Champions League, the transfer window is also open. Of course, you've added Daniel Marlin this week. I just wonder though, when you're looking at potential signings, what are you in particular looking for in terms of technical, but also as a person to add to your squad?
Always the objective is try to improve the squad. With the player we have now, try to get better then as well, working collectively, individually with them, and in case in the transfer window we can join another different player, trying to help and improve our squad, we are always open to do it. But it's not easy because this transfer window is not easy, and because as well sometimes we don't have the potential to sign some players. They are being successful individual quality than other teams because they are, for us, a little bit more expensive than we can.
And we always talk about who you're going to sign, incomings, but actually, what is it like for you as a manager in terms of players who leave the club? You know, someone like Jadon Philogene, you spent 6 months with, Douglas Luiz last summer. I mean, are those conversations hard to have with players who you've worked with and you obviously have to see leave the club?
It's football. I am a coach, and of course, in 20 years I changed as well. I worked in different clubs. The players more or less is the same. Maybe 40, 50, 60 years ago, some players, a lot of players, they were starting playing in one club, and they are playing for all their career in the same club. But now it's changing, and now it's more open to try to change even the countries. And of course, we want the best player. We want as well the best for the players we have. And sometimes they are leaving because they can have some good offer, and sometimes they are leaving because we are as well needing something different. This is the reason. But in case Douglas Luiz, we accepted one very good offer for him from Juventus, and with Jhon Philogene, I believe in him, but he played here the first 6 months. He was not feeling comfortable. He was not playing consistency, and when we had a very good offer from, in this case, from Ipswich Town, of course, and the player he was thinking as well maybe get there more minutes, we accepted it. But it's because we were analyzing and we were trying to get the best for 3 circumstances. One is our club, second is the team we have and the players, and third one is the player individually, and those 3 circumstances always we are analyzing to try to decide about every circumstance.
And in terms of the players who are here, I know we've asked you a lot about Ollie Watkins and Jhon Durán and the competition. First of all, for Ollie to be back on the score sheet against Everton, a great goal that he took there. How do you feel he's done so far this season, especially compared to the level he showed last season?
He has good numbers. He has good numbers, and he's being consistent with his numbers. Goal, assist, always working, doing his task. Like we are settling more or less with him in each game, and then of course he had last year and 2 years ago as well another player, like before we arrived here, Danny Ings. After Danny Ings left, we signed Jhon Durán. with the same idea. Try to have two strikers. Try to play with one striker or sometimes with two. Try to use both strikers to get their success individually and adding for the team. And now it's the same. Of course, it's improving. Jhon Durán is getting better, is getting mature, is getting with good numbers as well this year. But of course, this is very good for the team, for the squad, for the players, for the club, and for them as well. I think is very good.
Absolutely, and you mentioned Jhon Durán, and we've seen him grow this season 100%. I just wonder, is there a moment or a conversation, do you think, that helped change maybe or help improve his level this season?
He's doing. Of course, still work to do with him. He's 21 years old. He's very, very young. And of course, he arrived here 2 years ago with 19, and now with 21, after 2 years, of course, he's getting better. Hopefully, than 2 years, we can again speak about him and how he will improve again.
You mentioned, of course, looking at other clubs, and it's so interesting how you manage the relationships with players who are competing in those positions, like Ollie, Watkins and Jhon Durán. For example, PSG, you had Mbappe and Cavani and Neymar. I just wonder, what is the key in making a happy changing room, making it a happy competition between players?
Understanding, the most important is the team, and understanding as well each one. They are very important at the beginning individually, but through collectively, and more or less try to combine, try to share as well, playing together or playing in different positions, and sometimes when they are in the bench as well, be ready to substitute and help the team. For example, this year, Jhon Durán, he did a lot, being in the bench after he played, and he was scoring goals, he was helping us to win. This is the really important, I think, for the team, and the players individually, they have to understand it.
And what kind of conversations do you have with those players? Not necessarily just Jhon and Ollie, but in general about that competition and making sure that they're happy, but they understand the team and the collective.
But I think in all my career, all the team I was, it was the same. And we need 3 goalkeepers, but only playing 1. We need 4 center midfielder, and now, for example, we have only available 2. One is injured, Pau Torres, with his circumstances as well, Diego Carlos, he's not available for tomorrow. We have 2, but we have 4, but only available 2. But in one season, a lot of time we are having this situation, no problem, this situation, and we have to manage it.
And looking ahead to Arsenal, I heard you describe them in your news conference as strong contenders again this season. Just wonder, have you seen any tactical changes by Mikel Arteta with his Arsenal team in the last few seasons, maybe compared to when you first arrived here at Aston Villa?
Always they are progressing, and they are improving, and they are adding different players as well, always trying to improve the squad, and they are doing. They are close to win the Premier League. Last year, 2 years ago, this year again, this year with Liverpool, and I think they are in good form. And I think they have the ideas so clear, and they are trying to be demanding to get it. And I respect them. I appreciate as well how they are doing this work, and of course they have a big potential to get this target in their way. And of course I want to enjoy playing there. I want to be motivated and as well excited how we can respond against this team, against those players.
It's a good level to see.
The high level. This is the high level, of course. And I want to play against the best team, against the best players, against the best coaches. And tomorrow they are.